Hello everyone, I'm ImKibitz and welcome back to City Skylines, where last time we were dealing with a lot of issues, but we managed to figure them all out, which means today we can start on something new, which will be our oil drilling industry. That will hopefully save our economy. But first, we have some chores to do. I zoned in some residential here, and guess what? They're not happy, so they're not gonna live here anymore. Next, we'll expand some of our train infrastructure, which should encourage people to use public transit a bit more. But also, I'm gonna be a bit of a dick, and we're going to overcharge them for street side parking. The only mode of transport they can't afford is the trains. Then there's some other chores, like fixing up this highway so it's less bad. And also, adjusting the coastline here, because it turns out you can actually dump trash in the ocean. You just have to be creative with the zoning. After doing all that and saving a cool $9 million, there's only one last thing in our way before we can start with oil. And that is to increase our population by a lot. We are lacking so much labor. Total workplaces, 20,000. Employees, 15,000. And unfortunately, there's no setting to allow kids to go to work, or else we would have been fine. But I digress, we gotta get more people into the city. So we'll quickly throw together a giant residential block, which means getting rid of our original city, which doesn't really fit with our designs anymore. And also through redesigning, we can give people less space, cram them into smaller shacks, and then it'll make my public transport more efficient. So enjoy the impromptu camping trip, everyone. And don't worry, rest of the city, you can stop almost pooping yourselves. You get to survive for now. Now then, let's get to expansion. Let's buy a few more tiles here, adjust all that terrain, get our mission criticals in, like the highway infrastructure, which will then let us build our wonderful cloverleaf interchange here. And also, don't worry, we're not gonna spend all day on this. I just want to be able to start planning what the heck we're gonna start doing with the rest of the island here. But for now, I think if we just fill in this area, we'll be fine. We'll start setting it up like our other districts, where we start with a big old grid that will adjust considerably. Then we will unceremoniously delete like half of it so that we can line it up with our initial grid. And also we needed to do this so we can figure out where our main streets are gonna be. So now when we start to expand our public infrastructure, we kind of know which streets to dodge. So we have a tram line here that can go through this way and beside the main street like we did in the rest of the city. Then every so often, we can scoot that tram line up some of the roads we built, and then bring public transit for all. Okay, you know what, usually YouTubers ask for like likes and subs and whatnot, but that was pretty far. I'm sorry. But hey, if you don't mind, you can always support me on Patreon, where you can download the world saves of games I play, join my private Discord, or watch some of the vlogs I've made. Like the one where I was paid to design a Nigerian theme park in City Skylines, which I can assure you did not go as you would expect. But anyway, if you want to support me, that'd be awesome. Let's get back to our city planning here. I'm trying to figure out the road networks and squish things together. And what I've been using are alleys, which are really cheap and don't have sidewalks, but you can zone along them. So we can have just some small rundown shacks in an alley and then normal houses on the main streets. And that's gonna be practically this entire area. But I've also added in a train station, because trains are the main mode of transportation from the population center of the city to the industrial space. Plus, they go chew. And I got a plan cooking up for more train shenanigans later. But we first have to finish up this area with the usual services, like healthcare, fire departments, police stations, and let's not forget about the trams either. And oh my gosh, have I told you guys how much I love the new transit systems in this game? It's so easy. You just put down the stops wherever the heck you want, and then when you want to draw in routes, well then you just throw in the route. And the awesome thing about this is that you already know where other things are stopping. So now we're gonna connect the tram network of this area and overlap it with this other area. And that will bring all the communities together. It's a beautiful thing. Because you see, it's not that I'm an evil person per se. It's just that incentives sometimes don't align. Like I love building dog parks for people, and it makes them happy and less upset about the high taxes. which is how I justify kicking thousands of people out of their home and then relocating them into worse accommodations. Ooh, but bad news. Rebuilding half our city costs half our money, and the population has to recover just a little bit. But once it does, it's oil time, brother. Or at least I thought it would be. I kinda messed up tiny bit. You see, we destroyed an entire city and then built an entire city. So our population is practically the same. So, add in a whole extra part of the city and did a little bit more tinkering. Now check it out. We now have some super dense buildings in our city. And it's like looking like a city now. It's so cool. It all started with this main street and all the trams, and now we have this horrific looking thing, which is the perfect centerpiece to a city like this. Anyway, population is at 26,000. We have $10 million. And how is the workforce looking? Well, we're short still like 2,000 jobs, but you know what? I've done enough, and I want my oil. So where is it? Where's my oil? Ooh, right in the middle of my train depot and power systems? Great. Is there oil anywhere else? It's a tiny little bit by, oh no, no! It's underneath all the trash. Okay, well, we'll dig up the trash. Then we have another oil field over here, which we'll get way later. Some oil there, a huge oil patch down this way. Oh, whoa, there's oil like everywhere. Wait, I lied. Ooh, there's even oil down here? Really? My oh my, the game is spoiling me. We'll just start with here for now. So you are going to have to be moved. Probably over to here? And then we'll bring your friend along too. Emergency power station. This is actually so much better than I could have imagined for the oil. Because it's right here, we have all of our train infrastructure right next door, we have our highway ready to go, and we have our main citizen train network ending the line right here. So we have workers, highways, trains, everything we need. The only thing we have to keep in mind is that oil is limited. So we're gonna have to design around that. And what the plan is first we're gonna build a barrier road around the oil patch itself. Or at least do like the best we can, considering we have a major highway right next door. And then I assume extraction is just the same as any other industry, where you put down the main building, and then you zone out a huge area to do the extracting. Yeah, as expected, just looks bleh. But collecting the oil is the easy part. Distributing it is the more difficult thing, because oil is used for everything, from medicine to clothing, to of course gas and power, and a whole lot more. So we need this to be as hyper-connected as possible to everything else. And luckily, again, we're by the trains, we're by the highways, so it'll take some time, but we're in a good spot. First, let's clear out all of this temporary gunk. Then we're gonna raise this highway up, so it doesn't get in the way of the rest of our activities. Next, since we know this is all gonna be oil stuff, we need to be able to transport it everywhere. And not just by highways, no. We need the chew. We need a cargo train terminal. And wow, that is super massive. And oh, that's also really good to know. There's only one entrance on the right there for it, but it would fit pretty nicely in this area over here. Like we have all of our lumber industry that's gonna be there. We have our oil there. Yeah, let's just give ourselves a little bit more room. Because if these terminals are anything like the ones in the last game, the traffic from them is absolutely crazy. So we'll put that there. Ooh, it looks so cool. And before we build another, let's check the upgrades. We have extra tracks. Oh, what? Okay, there are extra tracks. Good to know. But I think this one will be fine with just the one. But also, I want to build another cargo train deeper in the city, next to all of the factories. So we'll have another set up somewhere like in here. If we get rid of this road, that road, a couple stores, then we can bring a four-way road through here. That'll give us practically a perfect spot for a cargo train, which can fit right in there. We're gonna have to do a ton of road work to make that work better. That's all right, because since we know the upgrades, we can add an extra track in here, We can have one track go directly over to the oil fields and the lumber yards, and we can have another track go outside of the city and collect whatever else we need. It's just always the case of building new tracks. You have to get rid of some roads, some of which are used by, other things. But this line was literally not being used, so it's gone. Now we make our great train journey, bring the trains from here to there. Part of me just wants to build underground, but that just ain't my style. I want to see what I've created. I need to. It makes me feel accomplished. Even though it is completely unrealistic, that's why we're playing a video game. Now to finish things up, we can just curve the track around our existing infrastructure, and then sneak it under the rest of it. And then step 1 is done. And then step 2 is gonna be a little bit more difficult, because we want that track there to connect to this track here before this loop cacophony of rail. Because what the loop cacophony does is it just allows trains to turn around. So if we can get that rail to enter pretty much going in this direction, then the train can do whatever the heck it wants from there. Ooh, but I just got a cheesy idea. How about this? This is a terrible idea. Don't do this in your own cities, please. But maybe this will work. The plan is we're gonna make this a 2-track lane, right? Hook that in to make that. Upgrade the existing rail we've done, except now when the track wants to turn up, we'll build a new one that will go down. Okay, I spent way more time than I really should have on that, but now it's done. Trains will be going, nowhere, because we don't have the road system over here built yet. No! All right, this train station, I'm a little bit more worried about since we're gonna have outer city trains almost certainly dropping stuff off here. Looks like I built an inbound lane coming in over here though. So their quickest route is down this main street and then over in that direction. And then to get back on the highway, I did something a little tricky here and I threw a roundabout in between all of this mess. And now all we have to do is build a straight road. And that's it. But to make things a little bit better, no left turns here. All these vehicles can only go right. That will lead to the roundabout. They'll go up this way, and they're out of town. Or at least they'll enter the Cloverleaf interchange and be able to go wherever they want. Oh, but the train games aren't done yet. Next, we have the workers. We want to funnel them up over this way, probably to here. Oh, my dreams. No, it's probably for the best. This terminal is going to be super busy. We'll just continue forward with the existing train track we built. And just build a train station that kind of works with it. I don't know, like there or something. Lastly, we just need to put in an interchange over here, and it is pretty dang clear to me what we're gonna be building. And that's just gonna be a classic trumpet interchange. Fits perfectly, it looks good. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Then holy macaroni, there was a lot more road work to do, but don't worry, I'll spare you guys the trouble. TLDR, we're just expanding all the systems that we already have. Like, hey, there's a big 6-lane road, let's bring it this way. Oh, hey, then let's fill in the space. And oh, hey, it also connects up to this space. And wowee, we have zoned so much. But I have not tested a single thing. So I don't even know if this is gonna work. Oh man, let's just press play and let her rip. So company Lopo, I don't even know how to pronounce that. No employees. Oh, we get oil rigs on here. Good. That's better than literally nothing. Whoa, and look at this. Our first cargo train is scooting out from the train yard. Also set up a bunch of new train stations. So now there's gonna be trains going from A to B and where have you. I wanna watch this train though. This is a cargo train. It's my favorite train. Cool thing about trains I figured out too is that with the cargo trains, you need to make a cargo railway route. And that's what this guy is doing. This is the oil train. He'll scoot around here. This looks horrifically perilous, but he's making it. And he has arrived. And there he goes again. Bye-bye. Wait, why are you going in that rail line? Why would you do this? What's going, oh, what? Why would you not take the left one? Oh, maybe on the way back he will. I don't know. Whatever, that train is gone. More trains going true. This is awesome. Look at all the traffic going in here. Oh, this is important. I didn't know how they would enter this area. So they go in there, and then where do they go out? Oh, way over there. Fantastico. Okay, then they go into the highway. Then they're gone. All right. Everything's actually working out here. What about over here? Jeez. The traffic has arrived, or it is arriving. Highway infrastructure, it's time to put in your work. What? Why are you all slowing down? You have all the lanes in the world. Scoot, thank you. Traffic AI is better my butt. No, it is a lot better. A lot of traffic around here though. That's a little spooky. So far so good. Ooh, and look at all this, this storage. So it's storing furniture, beverages, paper. That's really, really cool. Details of stuff. Oh yeah, that's the train thing for the oil. Okay. Is this literally transporting a single thing? No. Well, look, eventually it probably will. Maybe it's just because the highway system is so efficient. Maybe I just need to expand this a lot. Maybe I need to expand the oil a lot. Ooh, no. Before we expand anything at all, let's check out our production tab. Okay, we are extracting 21 tons a month. We need 82 tons. Okay, well here's the deal. Unlike other resources, oil is not renewable. And what I want oil to do is kickstart all of my industries to be leveled up. So we never want to exceed our deficit and just export oil to the rest of society. All the oil belongs to us, and we will only produce enough to handle most of the deficit. In fact, if we're like 10 tons a month short, that would be great too. So let's go quadruple the size of what we have going on here. And now let's see where we're at production-wise. Ooh. And also, hopefully we get more of those in, and we do. You know what? It's better than literally nothing, but man, it is not a lot. I really wish they would have done more with this. Maybe they will. I don't know. All I really want to know is the production, which is not good. Surplus in 50 tons? Oh, but it's going down dramatically. Why is it going down so dramatically? It's almost as if the game is trying to help me with my goal, or only extracting as much as our city demands. Or perhaps the city is demanding more now that we have the production? I don't know, but I am pretty dang happy with these numbers. Like needing 20 tons or whatever, producing 80 tons, that's good. Now I wonder how long this is gonna last. Oh, apparently not long at all. So there is about 3,000 tons available in the tiles we've purchased so far, and we're taking about 26-ish tons per month. Well, that's fine. We'll keep moving around all of the oil stuff to wherever it needs to, and we'll try and keep that deficit number down a little bit. But we're still not done. There is a giant oil refinery that you can build, and I must have this. Increases university graduation stuff and industrial efficiency, and all we need to get it is a technical university. So although we have enough education, you better believe this is worth it. And oh my gosh, this campus is super massive. Oh my god, oh, it's so cool though. Well, for now, I'll just move all the streets around, and we're gonna put it right here. Oh yeah, and that gets our oil refinery. Because I knew that was coming, it didn't freak me out. Good, I'm learning, I'm adapting. Oh, and even better, there's that highway entrance right over here, so hey, people can get to the university relatively easily. But later on, we'll bring in some actual public transit. But more importantly, let us build the giant refinery, which is giant. Oh yeah, that's pretty big. Where do we build it? Here? No, here? Yeah, that will be perfect. And also there's a part of the plan I didn't even mention to you guys. But I knew that there is an oil refinery in the game. Like, I took a peek through some of these things down here, and I was like, yeah, we want this. But since the oil is eventually gonna run out here, well, then we're gonna have to go further and further and further out to collect more and bring it back here. But now that we have this built directly next to a cargo train terminal, all we have to do is go to an oil patch, throw down another cargo train, and then that will bring it all the way back to here. And again, I have no idea if this actually uses oil. It has the effects. It says company none. This building is available for rent. So maybe it'll get rented out and then make us more money too? I don't know. Actually, we can check with our chemical company. I moved it because it was in the way of our train stations, and now it's over here on the Garbino Island. And yeah, what? This has 1,000 employees? Oh, and it requires crude oil too. Oh, everything's worked out even better than I expected. Because if this needs oil, well, there's a cargo train right there delivering oil right down the street. Now that I did not plan. But the biggest thing and most important thing is my money. We have oil now, so you better believe we're profitable. That is the highest monthly balance I've seen yet. How much per hour? 32,000 per hour? And production is slipping a little bit behind, but that's just because business is bumping right now. And we have the added bonus of having a cool new school built. Oh, I can have an extension? More room for students? Oh no, yeah, we don't need that, but that looks way too cool. I don't care. Yeah, why not give the people something back? We have everything we need now. We have the oil, refineries, cargo trains, and we have it doubled the available infrastructure for industrial stuff. Oh, and we also casually doubled the size of our city pretty much. So yeah, very productive day, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, remember to subscribe, and if you want to support me further, check out my Patreon. But again, that's all for now. So have a fantastic rest of your day, and bye-bye.